We have some breaking news here on Texans Today. The Texans have traded for veteran guard Shaq Mason in a trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taking a look at these trade details, and I think this is an absolute steal when you're acquiring a player of Mason's caliber. The Texans receive Shaq Mason and a 7th-round pick. A 6th-round pick is going to Tampa Bay. We heard a few days ago that Shaq Mason was being shopped. He has found a new home in Houston as the Texans have really improved their offensive line with this deal. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because whenever Texans news breaks, we're going to get you guys a video. And the more subscribers we get here on Texans Today, the more videos you get. It's a win-win. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications because free agency is going to get even more wild. The Texans have already made a lot of moves. The latest move, bringing in a 2-time Super Bowl champ in Shaq Mason, who started his career with the Patriots before spending a year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He has 1 year, $7.5 million remaining on his contract. He's 29 years old, and Aaron Wilson is reporting that an extension potentially could come soon for Shaq Mason in Houston. I want y'all to go down and grade the Shaq Mason trade. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comment section. Grade the Shaq Mason trade. Again, the Texans getting Shaq and a 7th-round pick, a 6th-round pick going back to Tampa Bay, which is why my grade for this is an A. It's really important for the Texans to improve this offensive line because in all likelihood, you are going to have a rookie quarterback starting this first year. You want to keep him healthy. You want to put him in the best possible position to succeed, and you're acquiring a really, really solid guard, right guard, which is a big team need for the Texans, and you're only giving up a 6th-round pick, and you're getting a 7th-round pick as well in return. I mean, this is basically free. You're getting Shaq Mason for free, basically. So this is a fantastic move by Nick Caserio. He goes out and gets Jimmy Ward last night. Now he adds Shaq Mason to this team, who just had 1 sack allowed this past season in Tampa Bay. So I'm a fan of some of the moves that the Texans have made thus far. We'll break down those moves here in a second. But the Texans have been very aggressive so far, at least in the last 12 hours or so, with the Jimmy Ward deal and now the Shaq Mason trade. And the Texans have a lot of cap space, right? They want to be aggressive. They want to be a competitive team in the National Football League next season. And you're going to have a lot of draft picks as well to potentially add, maybe even draft some offensive linemen. Taking a look here at the updated projected offensive line starters. Laramie Tunsil's going to be your left tackle. I know that there's been some trade rumors there, but I still believe that he's going to remain in Houston. Kenyon Green, former first-round pick, left guard. Questenberry is your center. I think the Texans have to upgrade there, though. Shaq Mason is your new right guard, and Titus Howard is your right tackle. So that's a very respectable offensive line. What is your one-word reaction to the Shaq Mason trade? Go down in the comment section and let me know, what is your one-word reaction to the trade of Shaq Mason? My one word is progress. The Texans have been making progress, and I think for the first time in a long time, there's some hope in Houston. It all started with the hire of DeMeco Ryans, and then you heard, kind of at the Combine, Ryans and Nick Caserio talking about the vision they have for this football team, and they're putting that vision kind of into the works right now with some of the moves they have made. Take a look at these moves. I love the Robert Woods signing. You had a veteran wide receiver, Scott Questenberry re-signing. MJ Stewart, 2 year, $6 million. Andrew Beck, a really solid blocking tight end / fullback, 2 year, $6.75. Case Keenum, he's coming home. You bring him back, 2 years, $6 million deal roughly. Chase Winovich, Mike Boone, Hassan Ridgeway reunited with DeMeco Ryans. And now the latest move being the Shaq Mason trade. You also had Jimmy Ward, a 2 years, $13 million deal yesterday. So overall, I'm really happy with some of these moves. The Texans are adding some veteran leadership to this football team. And some people might say, oh, they need younger guys. They don't need, these veterans. Why not both? You can free agency is where you add veterans. The draft is where you add those younger guys. The Texans have a plethora of draft picks as well. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at WillScott44. Let me know how you're feeling about some of the moves that Nick Caserio has made.